Hello everybody, my name is Kubo and I am back once again. This is like my second time that I have neglected to record a whole bunch of videos, but I do have a perfect excuse for this time because I have taken quite a bit of time trying to make myself an intro page for these videos, so that way I won't be scaring the heck out of you guys. So I'm pretty excited at how it turned out. I hope you guys will enjoy the looks of it whenever I start implementing inside the videos. I'm not too sure how it's going to work out. I think I might be able to use the YouTube editor afterwards. You might be seeing it at the very beginning of this video. You know what? I'll decide it now. You guys will definitely have seen the intro. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think of it because it's so cool. It took me so long to build. Well, it didn't take me that long, but it took so long to freaking render. Like, oh man, it was a long story. Just know that my computer can run Dota, but it can't really do much else outside of that, and that's actually pretty sad. I mean, it's pretty decent for a standard computer, I guess, but whatever. All that aside, I am back. I'm going to be giving you guys as consistent content as possible because I just found out that there's a schedule feature inside of YouTube. So basically I can record 5 videos in one day, schedule them out so you guys can see them each day, and you guys can enjoy the content that way. So that way I keep you guys, give you guys consistent stuff so you guys can expect things. So definitely be on the outlook for that in the future. Probably because you'll probably see a video posted by me every day. I'm not too sure when that will start happening, but you'll probably see that relatively soon because it's not all that hard to schedule things. But anyway, all that aside, like I said, we are jumping ourselves into a viewer replay cast. This was sent in by somebody. I'm not going to tell you who it was sent in by because the general assumption is that the person who sent it in is on the team that won, and that'll be spoilers for you guys. But I do know who sent it, and I also know how long the game lasts, so I'll know what to look out for. But I won't spoil it for you guys, as I usually don't do, because that's no fun. But it looks like we jumped ourselves into all random because we had this giant black bar down here. That usually implies an all random. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed that, but I have, from a viewer standpoint, mainly because I've seen a few. I'm experienced. Yeah, I'm getting experience in Dota. Heck yeah. Let me go ahead and switch this view. Free camera. No, whoa. Free camera. Alright, free camera's on.
For battle.
And the whole entire diary side is up here, so let me go ahead and do introduction on this side. Starting with this puck. On this puck we have Miku, or Maku, on that puck. Moving over to the Riki, we have Angel of Darth on the. Okay, wait, hold on, we gotta switch. Okay, oh jeez, darn it, Dire. Why? So the Dire playing with my emotions. Okay, let me start with the Treant because Treant does look like he changed. Starting with Treant, we have Lucas with the weird looking eyes staring at you on that Treant. Moving over to the Vengeful Spirit, we have M.Fe, I think it's magnesium iron. I don't know, it could be just M.Fe. Who really knows? I know Fe's iron. And we got a Roshan Courier running in circles around the Vengeful Spirit. Moving over to Riki, we have Angel of Darth. Or, sorry, Angel of Death. That's a 3, not an R on that Riki. Moving over to the puck, we have the Quarter Blood Prince. It's like the Half Blood Prince, but half of that. So he's like Harry Potter's grandson. Or wait. Sorry, the full-blooded prince's grandson. There you go. I totally don't know the lore behind that, so please forgive me if I do mention things wrong. Moving over, last but not least, on this troll Warloard, we have Miku. And that pretty much rounds up the dire side. Starting off on the radio, let's do an introduction for the radio side. Starting off with this Tinker, we have Glacus. We have Glacus on that Tinker. Moving over to this yellow person, we have, who's this on Gyrocopter? We have Spect4 on that Gyrocopter. Move over to Axe. I like playing Axe. Axe is pretty darn fun. I played him recently and I pretty much destroyed because he's OP. Anyway, moving on to his Axe, we see Walfus on that Axe. That Axe. And moving over to Lycanthrope, we see QC Blitz on him. And last but not least, on this Viper who's playing safe lane bottom, he wants all the farm, we have Brawny on him. That's pretty much how things are panning out to be so far. Let me go ahead and call out the lanes. As far as lanes go, let me start with the top lane because that bottom lane looks kind of fishy. We have a dual lane. We have a Gyrocopter Axe lane versus a Suicide solo lane, or sorry, safe lane Riki. That's gonna be a little painful for Riki, especially considering the fact that this is an Axe right there. Axe can just throw all those battle hungers on top of him. So annoying. Moving over to mid lane, we see Tinker and Puck. And they're just hanging out there. And down at the bottom, we see Treant. He's stalking himself a Lycan. He's trying to make sure Lycan doesn't do anything too fishy. And there he goes. His invisibility does come out. Now Treant's on the run, moving as slow as crap. Run, Treant, run! You can do it. Pull roots and run. Anyway, moving over to this bottom lane. We have a dual lane. Yes, we have a dual lane Troll Warlord Vengeful Spirit versus a safe lane Viper. I think Viper will be definitely having a little bit more fun in his lane. He did take an early point in corrosive skin to make sure that he can survive all of the harassment these guys are bringing on. Meanwhile, up top we see Riki. He's getting chased by these guys. These guys really want to kill him. There's a rocket going to hit him. The rocket will hit Treant, healing him up. So make sure Riki stays alive a little bit longer. That's one cool thing you can do with Treant. Treant has a global presence because of that freaking living armor. He gives you crazy regen. How much regen does it give you exactly? It gives you 4 regen at level 1, which is actually quite a lot. That is basically half a Tango. And that lasts, I think, longer than Tango. Anyway, meanwhile, moving over to mid, we see Puck taking quite a bit of damage from his Tinker. Tinker looked like he just zapped her and walked away. That is exactly what happened. That zap is pure damage, guys. I did not know that. I just recently learned that. That is 160 damage that you can't do nothing about, but take it. Take it like a man or a creature, whatever Puck is. Woman thing. I don't know. I don't know what Puck is. Puck is obviously not a chick. I mean, oh god, look at that, 160 damage, pure damage, and there's a rocket to follow it up. Dire structures are fortified for I don't really know what reason. We see Axe diving on top of Riki. It's a little bit far to be diving. Treant is coming around the backside. Axe is in a little bit of trouble now. There's the elite life leech. So on top of Axe, Axe is taking quite a bit of damage. We will be seeing first blood from him. I presume, yeah, there's no way he's going to get out of this, and he'll be going down. If Riki can get the last hit, he'll be happy about that, but no, it doesn't matter. The battle hunger doesn't run out, and Axe is going to hide around the corner, sit there, look sad, and think about what he has done, and first blood does go to the Treant. Does Riki have a point in Blink Strike? It's a big question. Nope, no point. Well, yeah, he has 1 point in Blink Strike. He could have got the last hit on top of that, but he decided not to. Anywho, so Axel is diving a little bit aggressively. Move it over to... is that... Oh, that's Howl. Okay. Oh, let's say there's a Howl on Lycan. So Lycan is opting to go for a Howl for his farm as opposed to going for the Pharaoh Impulse. Pharaoh Impulse increases your attack speed and also increases your damage by a percentage, which is actually really nice. But Howl gives you bonus damage and it gives your minions a little bit more damage. So I mean, it's not really all that bad. Moving over up top, we see Gyrocopter taking a little bit of damage. There's Gyrocopter. He's going to be getting chased. Treant throws out the leg leech to slow him down, and everybody's going for him. Riki's going to try to go for the kill, but I don't think he'll be able to make it. There's a homing missile thrown on top of Riki, and now Axe is going around the corner. Will Axe be able to get the kill? I don't really think so, but there's a Salve coming around the backside. There's Riki taking quite a bit of damage. Axe might be able, yes, Axe will be able to get the last on top of that. The living armor just barely wore out, and Riki goes down. Gyrocopter almost losing his life, but Riki not. Sorry. It's like one of those moments when you're in class and your phone goes off, you're trying to hurry up and silence it before everybody notices that's your phone. Yes, that was Windrunner. I know. I'm a nerd. I'm sorry. But anyway, we did see Riki go down. That living armor just barely ran out. And Lycan's in the jungle with a little bit low HP. No, he's not in the jungle. He's going to get his Ring of Basilius, and he'll be on his way. He's going to be building a Vladimir's offering by the looks of it. Oh, no, he decided to go for boots. Okay. My bad, peoples. My bad.
Invisibility.
Sorry, I had to sneeze for a second. And an Invis Rune up on Tinker. Tinker's going to walk down bottom, see if he can catch anybody off guard, see if he can get a quick kill on top of somebody. He will be finding himself 2 illusions of Pucks. And yeah, he'll be finding himself Vengeful Spirit as well. There's a TP coming in down from Gyrocopter. The Gyrocopter looks like he's getting ready to start something rough. Meanwhile, on top we see Axe is just hanging out. He's throwing battle hunger on top of everybody, but Treant doesn't give any cares. Gyrocopter throws out the healing style. Tinker's waiting around the back corner to see if they can catch anybody. I think they will be able to catch the Vengeful Spirit. No, Gyrocopter taking quite a bit of damage. This Gyrocopter going down. Meanwhile, the healing, the homing missile does come in, hit the Vengeful Spirit, and the Viper is also here to help Tinker try to get this kill on Trollwaller, but Trollwaller is getting healed by that Treant. Meanwhile, on top we see nope, nothing really going on top yet. There's Axe with the taunt, Axe getting that extra 40 armor, throwing a bunch of damage on top of Riki. But Riki's getting healed up by the life leech, and there he goes, the blink strike to follow up, but he decided not to go on it. If he would have went for it, he definitely would have got that kill, because Treant was there to help him out along the way. I think so. Treant is building for those fast arcane boots, and that actually brings up a perfect point. I need to bring up these last hits in the night so you guys can see that. I'm pretty sure you guys want to know, hey, how many last hits this guy has. So far, Viper has the most last. Actually, technically, Puck has the most last hits on the map, but Viper has the most positive last hits. Puck has a whole bunch of denies from the middle lane. There's actually nobody. Okay, never mind. It's Tinker here. Tinker's here. Tinker's here chilling out. As far as comparing these two together, Tinker is ahead by quite a bit. Puck has died. I thought Puck died once. No, Puck has not died once, but Tinker does have a kill under his belt, and Tinker has been roaming around. But he has a soul ring. He also has a bottle and boots of speed. So he is quite a bit over Puck. Puck only has a bottle and 2 branches, so she's saving quite a bit of gold. She hasn't bought anything yet. That's what it is. So these guys are relatively even. Puck has a little bit more gold. That's really about it. Puck does not illusion orb. There's no room down here. Tinker did not pick up anything. He's going to zap the Puck and say, hey, you shoot away. And Puck's going to get healed up by that Treant. pretty annoying to deal with as a tinker, I know, right? But anyway, moving on, like, so far, not really much is going on just yet. I actually need to take a quick look at these items so you guys can know what's going on with those. Oh, wait, hold on, whoa, we got an engagement happening down here. We got Puck trying to go for the rune, and Tinker got denied the rune by the Vengeful Spirit. Vengeful Spirit guarding that rune with her life, and Puck is going to be happy about that. She's going to go ahead and pick up her rune. Clarity posting to the Vengeful Spirit to heal her up. Heal up her man, I mean. And bottom is missing. Meanwhile, we see Riki diving up top. Will these guys be diving once again for this? I don't really think they should. There's a friendly creep over here. There's a stun on top of Riki. Riki's in a little bit of trouble. Okay, I think Riki will be dying in this engagement. This Gyrocopter doing so much damage on the backside, and Treant is trying to get in there so he can do as much damage as possible. No, he's gonna body block for a little bit. Now he's gonna decide to run away. And now Treant's gonna turn around, throw the life leech, but I don't see him living all that long. These guys are hot on his tail. There's no support coming in for Treant. If Treant can get some TP support coming in, he might be able to survive. One more experience point, and he'll be able to buy his Nature's guys, but it'll be way too late. Axe is gonna get these guys will be able to get the last hit. A few more last hits. This guy comes throwing out the heal side. There we go. Treant does go down finally, and there's a TP support coming in from Puck. If this was a little bit earlier, they might have been able to convert this to a kill. Actually, yeah, they still will be able to convert this to a kill, but they might have been able to save Treant's life as well. So Axe goes down. Meanwhile, Gyrocopter's on the run. Riki is chasing. Riki is not levels. Well, he is level 6, and he is invisible, so he's on the hunt. And Gyrocopter's on the run. Meanwhile, down bottom, we see a gigantic siege creep. Look at that thing on the minimap. That thing is huge. I don't know what's going on with the replay, but it's working. That's all I care about. I'm so sad. Every time I see an expired replay, it always makes me sad. It's like, oh man, darn it! Now I have to go back and tell them that I couldn't cast it because the replay expired. So weird logos on the minimap is definitely something much better than having an expired replay. That's all I gotta say. So Puck is going to rotate back mid. These guys will be going on for ganking on top of Tinker. Tinker's going to do a smart thing and walk around the backside of Treant. Could have thrown his ulti, but he does. Actually, no, he doesn't have his ulti yet. He's only level 4. He hasn't got that point of experience yet for that Nature's Guys or for anything else extra. Meanwhile, we see Axe TP down bottom. Vengeful Spirit taking quite a bit of damage. She does turn around and get the last hit, and she's going to be able to run away. No, I don't think she'll be able to make it. There's a Lycanthrope hot on her tail. There's also Viper as well. There we go. Viper's able to get the last hit on top of that. Meanwhile, Warloard is going to be able to run away. And he's pretty happy about, he's able to run away with his life. Axe throws out on top of Warloard, but Warloard hitting for so much damage. There we go. Axe finally goes down, and now Warloard is on the run. He's trying to run from this Gyrocopter and his Lycan. These guys will be going in. Gyrocopter ulti does miss, just barely misses, and Warloard stops to eat a tree. Take a look at the scenery, take a look at Smell of Roses, and Tinker's around the backside just to make sure they got the kill. Meanwhile, Vengeful Spirit does TP down bottom. She throws out a stun on top of Lycan, and there's a Viper doing so much damage to Vengeful Spirit. She might be going down once again. Viper has all the free reign to do as much damage as possible. There's a homing missile. Meanwhile, there's a fight around the backside. Dear Jesus, I didn't see what's going on. These guys are definitely not trying to keep things, trying not to keep things dull. There's a Puck on the hunt for a Viper. Viper's trying to run one way, Puck's trying to run the other way. There's Treant around the backside. Treant does have his ulti. He can't use it if he has to, but it doesn't matter. Viper's on the wrong side of the river. He will be going down. No tower. Tower's not going to focus on. Oh my guys, Viper will not be going down. Will he be able to survive is the big question. He's on the run. Warloard throws out the axes. There's a Illusionor. These guys are really trying to get this kill on top of Viper. There's a leech. Finally, there's a life leech on top of Viper. Viper will be going down at the end of it. I honestly thought he was going to be able to get away, but that tower, man, that tower's slacking. Come on, tower, you're slacking. You got to aim for the heroes, man. That's one huge, for all those guys who don't know, and for all the people who probably don't care, that's one huge difference between League of Legends and Dota. And yeah, some of you might want to hang me for saying League of Legends in the Dota 2 cast, but in Dota, if your tower just attacks anything, and in League of Legends your tower attacks whoever attacks a hero. But anyway, moving on, we see engagement happen time here. Beautiful ulti from Treant, but these guys did get caught on the Gyro ulti, so they all took quite a bit of damage. Warloard will be going down. Lycan's going to be going down on the backside of that as well. Treant be going down as well. I think Treant will. Oh my gosh, he will not be going down. If Viper can catch up to him, he will definitely be going down. Viper does have his ulti up. He can't throw it on top of Treant. Treant will be filling that ulti soon. Come on, Viper. There's the ulti from Treant. Oh, sorry, there's an ulti from Viper, and Treant's taking quite a bit of damage. He's going to wait around the corner. Will he be able to survive is a big question. One more tick and he'll be gone. No, there's not enough ticks and he makes it out alive. He's able to pop that one to get that little bit of HP to keep him alive. And here's a Vengeful Spirit coming around the backside, and she's going to, well, she's here late for the party, but she's going to still see if she can get anything in return. Meanwhile, up top we see Riki doing getting quite a bit of free farming. I need to take a look at his items, like I said before. Looking at his items, we see Axe is a very nice build. So far, I like his build. He's building a fast blade mail. I'm not too sure if I totally agree with that, but mainly because I like building 4 staffs on Axe. And yes, I'm totally copying Puppy. But anyway, don't judge me. But anyway, yeah, he is building a blade mail, a decent item for him to have. He has a clarity. He has 2 clarities. I'm not too sure what's up with the clarities. He can just buy himself or he doesn't need really need clarities. Yes, Axe is a mana. Not necessarily a mana whore, more like a mana escort. So he's also a mana escort, but he does not necessarily need to use it all. Axe is doing as much damage as possible to Riki. Riki might be going down. Riki is going to throw the cloud, and now Axe needs to get out of that cloud. If Axe throws ult into Riki, but then it's going to be too late. Riki will not be taking enough damage. There's an ulti from Axe. It does fail, and there's Riki going down to the creep. Meanwhile, down bottom, we saw these guys pushing. That's really about it. And what was I continuing to say? I was continuing to say the clarity potions, you don't really need to build all that. Yes, Axe does need a lot of mana, and he doesn't need a huge mana pool. Having mana regeneration is nice, but you can build it from more sustainable items such as a Ring of Basilius. I wouldn't recommend that. Or maybe just a Urn of Shadows. I would recommend that, because Urn of Shadows is really nice on Axe. Moving on to Viper. Viper has himself a Wraith Band. He's trying to build that double Wraith Band build. He has his power chest. It's actually a really nice thing to have when you're trying to play that carry role. Moving over to Tinker. Tinker has that soul, so he can pretty much perma-march his machines. Or sorry, perma-mana himself. And there's a swap on top of somebody. Vengeful is able to get the swap. Viper's in a little bit of trouble. Viper's taking quite a bit of damage. Lycan goes on the backside. Vengeful is going down one way or another. Meanwhile, Troll is on the run. His stun is coming up soon. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I was off a little bit. But anyway, Troll does get stunned, and now these guys will be surrounded. There's a time from Axe to make sure he doesn't get away, but he's going to be still running away while he can. Viper will be able to get that kill with the poison. Meanwhile, in mid, we see a Dream Core thrown on top of Tinker. Tinker's going to be taking quite a bit of damage from this. He gets stunned up around the backside. All he can really do is throw out the march machines, but I don't think he'll be doing much. And there's a kill going to Treant. Treant pretty happy with what he has so far. Free regen coming to him. And yeah, this bottom tower will pretty much be going down. There's nobody here to defend. I thought I saw somebody here TP away. I didn't see who it was. But anyway, Treant and Puck are going to try to rotate down bottom, see if they can deny it real fast or keep these guys from fighting here. Treant does have his ulti up, but he doesn't have his Nature's Guys, so he can't really sneak up on anybody per se. But he can still do quite a bit of damage. Puck is going to come around the back so she can catch a Axe. Her ulti is off cooldown, or is on cooldown. And all she really has is a haste rune, which is actually going to be more than enough to get this kill on top of Axe. Axe is just running this Gyrocopter around the backside. Gyrocopter throws out the ulti. Beautiful ulti from Gyrocopter. Axe does still go down, and these guys did get slowed. The damage did not follow up. Tinker's here to throw rockets and everything. Visitor swaps to Tinker. Tinker gets stunned. And on the backside, here's a Treant throwing out the ulti. Beautiful ulti from Treant. And there's a zap on top of Treant. I think the wrong person to focus all to the wrong person to focus for Tinker, that is. And yeah, Treant just walked away happy that he got focused. If that zap would have got thrown on top of Troll Warloard, he might have went down. Speaking of which, Treant does throw the heal on top of Troll Warloard. Meanwhile, Riki's still free farming on top. He's trying to build what looks to be a Yasha before he builds that diffusal blade. I have seen this a few times. Basically, you build a Yasha before you build a diffusal blade. You don't really need a diffuse blade too soon, all that soon, especially if things are going your way, with air quotes, relatively speaking, of course, as always. Actually, let me take a moment and look at the gold graph. As far as the gold graph goes, that's XP graph. Whoops, wrong button. As far as the gold graph goes, the gold graph is in favor of the Dire, but that's only really a tower. That's really all that gold is. It is like a tower's worth of gold. That's literally a tower's worth of gold, plus like maybe a few more last hits. And we see an engagement happen on top. Who's this on top of Riki? Riki is going to go toe-to-toe with Axe. Axe will be going down soon. Tinker does TP in. He might be able to get the kill on top of Riki. No. Riki's going to be able to turn invisible while he walks away. And he is fine. He's going to take a heal from Treant, and he's going to eat a tree because he has a tangle left. Why not? But anywho, at any rate, we see, what do we see? Treant is going to go ahead and heal up with some creeps. Heal his creep wave up so I can push a little bit. Oh no, how much does it have a limit on who it heals? Is a big question. See, it pulses 4 times for 75 damage, and it heals for 75. But does it heal everybody? Because that would be pretty darn ridiculous. We see engagement happening on top. We see Gyrocopter trying to chase this Riki. Riki is dusted up, and Riki will be going down to the rocket from Gyrocopter. Meanwhile, we see a whole, oh my gosh, almost all of Dire just heading up here saying, hey bro, you killed my Riki, I'm going to kill you. And now Gyrocopter's on the run. Puck is going to be throwing an Illusioner Orb. I think Gyrocopter's going to be going down one way or another. Puck throws out the Illusioner, or throws out the Dream Core. And there's Axe with a beautiful stun, but with a beautiful taunt on top of everybody, but it was not soon enough. Tinker does kill the Puck, and now Axe is doing as much damage as possible. He's spinning to win, and he will not be able to spin. He will not be able to win fast enough. And he does go down to the auto attacks from the Vengeful Spirit and also Treant combined. He tried to ult to the Treant, but Treant had way too much HP. He had 500, at least 500 HP. Axe needs to have them at how much HP? 300 HP kill threshold. Anyway, Tinker's doing as much damage as possible with Treant, but Treant's going to be able to get away. He throws out the invisibility. Here's a Lycan around the corner. Lycan, what will you do is a big question. Lycan will throw out some wolves, and he's going to try to chase these guys, but he gets juked. Vengeful will be hitting herself. invisibility soon. There we go. Treant's able to throw an invis on top of her. Now these guys are still searching for him. Like he needs to run while he can because he has dire people coming around the backside to kill him. His ulti is on cooldown now. His ulti is off of him. He does have support here in the form of Gyrocopter, but I'm not too sure how fast Gyrocopter will be able to get here if these guys do converge, which I don't think they really will because these guys are relatively low. Especially Treant. Treant is going to heal up as much as he possibly can. How much mana does that cost? It costs 25 mana? Are you kidding me? 25 mana? That's ridiculous. And now Lycan's going to derp on around, or derping away. Meanwhile, we see 3 people from the Radiant side mid. They're just hanging out, trying to push back everything as much as they can. I'm not too sure how effective they can. Actually, no, I take it back. They can push really effectively. They just need to actually get together and push. That's all they really need to do. If the Radiant do decide to just come together and start pushing, they will be able to destroy any and every tower they want to. They have a Tinker. They have a Tinker. They have a Lycan. They have a Gyrocopter. I mean, you can't. Yeah, Gyrocopter with a flat cannon. He can kill creep waves pretty fast. We see Gage have him on top of Treant. Is going to throw his ulti. He's still going to be getting stunned up though. There's a wolf from Lycan chasing him as well, and the wolf from Lycan does stop around the corner. Treant does activate the invisibility, but he is spotted up by somehow. No, okay, he was dusted earlier. Dust did get activated earlier. Now the Gaze will be breaking out the backside. Radiant did not want this fight. Puck with a beautiful dream core. Acts with the taunt, taunting everybody around. Puck does not go down just yet. Okay, there we go. Puck does go down to the ultimate max, and Mike is trying to run away while he can. Troll Warloard will not be able to finish up on that kill. We got TP coming in from, who is this Tinker? Tinker's TP in from the middle of nowhere. Tinker's going to be able to get something. I don't really know. He gets perma stun. That's pretty much all he's able to get. And he goes down. Triple kill to the Troll Warlord. Tinker almost able to actually do something, but he got bashed and then he got stunned by the Vengeful Spirit. So he got slapped in the face by one and he got punched in the face by the other and he went down. Sounds pretty humorous engagement. Treant did say LOL. Looking at the items, starting from the Dire's top, starting from Puck and moving all the way down. We see arcane boots pretty much on everybody on the Dire side. Puck is trying to build herself what looks to be an Aghanim Scepter or potentially a Bloodstone. I'm not too sure. She could be building a Bloodstone. Bloodstone would be a nice transition from arcane boots, so it's not too bad of a choice. Moving on to Treant. Treant is, well, he's not poor, but he's been playing a supportive role. All he has is a drum and a drum and arcane boots. He does have, well, as you guys can see, he does have 15k in his bank account, or almost 16k in his bank account. So he's pretty happy. He can buy whatever he wants. I'm not too sure what he'll decide to buy though. Maybe a refresher. We see the Engage happening on top. We see Viper is invisible. Axe is going to get hit with everything. A cloud thrown on top of him. And meanwhile, Vengeful Spirit just dropped like a fly. Oh, sorry, goes down faster than Cook a ship. That's what I'm going to say. And the Viper's trying to do as much damage as possible. He's able to activate that orb because even though he's inside of that entangle, or inside that Treant ulti. And Treant does go down. Viper able to finish him off before he's able to go invisible. Shadow Blade, there we go. Shadow Blade on Viper. So it's a Shadow Blade Viper versus a invisible Riki. Will Riki be able to get away is a big question. Viper will be getting caught up by these guys. He's going to do as much damage as possible to the Puck, and Puck will be, she will not be going down. Cloud from Riki, and there's Viper dying. Going down faster than, now he went down faster than Cook the ship. Riki, on the other hand, is getting hit with everything. He's going to be able to make it away alive. I think that, I don't think the homing missile will hit. If you are invisible, there's a Dream Coil coming out from Puck, and these guys are stuck here. Gyrocopter's ulti was already dropped. He's going to go ahead and throw on another homing missile. He could have thrown out a flat cannon. He could have thrown out a, sorry, he does throw out the flat cannon. I was about to say, he could have thrown out the, there we go, the rocket barrage, but the rocket barrage was not fast enough. And there's a, whoa, gosh, what happened? Oh, Tinker with the rockets. Tinker's just destroying these guys with the rockets. He's coming from the middle of nowhere. 2 rockets, 1 kill per rocket, so it's a double kill for him. And yeah, I need to, alright, Jesus, I need to hurry finish the items. Vengeful is trying to build that mechanism for a team. Yasha up on Riki. Riki does not yet have Diffusal Blade. Diffusal Blade is one of his big items to have because it'll make him much more effective. Troll Warlord, on the other hand, it has his phase boost. He has a Helmet Dominator, and he's also has a Shadow Blade in his bank account right now. So he's gonna be pretty happy with his items. He's gonna be able to run around and gank everybody. It's not as ideal as having it a little bit earlier. That's what I was trying to say. So like maybe if Troll Warloard was able to finish at about like the 15-minute mark, he'll be a little bit more effective. But nonetheless, it's still gonna be a good item for him to have because he can just run around and destroy everybody and come from nowhere and just ult team and then bash you to death. Moving over to the Radiant side, starting with Axe, moving my way down. Axe is still trying to build stuff that Blade Mail. He has 2 healing salves and 2 clarities. Okay, extremely questionable. He has Triangle Boots, so he does not need a healing salve at all. Nor does he need clarity potions at all. Clarity posts are arguable. But anyway, we see Vengeful Spirit go down around the backside. She did get taunted by the Axe, and Axe pretty much went down. But still, I do not agree with this, guys. If you have this much gold, the game's going so well in your favor. And if you have Tranquil Boost, stop building healing salves. You do not need healing salves. Healing salves are expensive. They're a waste of your gold. Tranquil Boots will solve all your healing problems. Just don't get caught out so much. That's pretty much my spiel on that. I might say a little bit more at the end of that. I don't really know. Riki looked like he was trying to find himself a courier. He's trying to build himself a BKB, so he wants to stay alive. Or maybe he's trying to build himself a Sanji Yasha. I would question the Sanji Yasha. BKB would be a little bit nicer so he can avoid all these disables. Treant coming from nowhere. Blink dagger on Treant. He's going to throw out the ulti, catching everybody on top of that. But there's a Gyrocopter ulti hitting everybody. Who's going to win the fight? I don't really know. Riki comes from nowhere, does a nice little bit of damage. Helps with 2 kills, and now Axe will be going down. Or on the backside of this Axe going down to the double kill for Riki.
What you see is what.
Meanwhile, Troll Warloard will not be going down. He almost went down to the Viper Poison, 24 HP. And Treant with a beautiful engagement with the blink. And Axe finally built himself that Blade Mail. Very nice item for him to have. But here's one caveat to Blade Mail on Axe. Yes, Axe is a really nice carry of Blade Mail because whenever he taunts you, he forces you to attack him, so it makes the damage reflection go blah blah blah. But one thing to consider is that Axe does get 40 armor whenever he activates his call, or Berserker's Call, which is a lot of armor. If you guys haven't figured out, basically for every 1 point of armor, you increase your effective hit points by, I don't know, by what was it, 6%? You increase your effective hit points by 6%, but that's neither here nor there. The fact of the matter is that the Blade Mail only reflects after damage reductions are taken in, and then it reflects. So it reflects the damage that you took, which is basically after reductions, like I just said, so I just said that twice. So long story short, Blade Mail on Axe is not like the most absolute thing that you must go because that Berserker's Call, because at the end of the day, it doesn't really reflect all that much damage. I mean, it reflects a modest amount of damage, don't get me wrong, but you don't forget the fact that whenever Axe activates that Berserker's Call, he gets 40 armor, so it reduces a lot of the damage that he takes in. So if their carry is hitting for 1,000 and Axe sees the number of 1,000, it is getting reduced by quite a bit, and then it's getting sent back to him, and then they're getting hit with that. So definitely do consider that. But anyway, that's really neither here nor there, because Blade Mail is still a really nice item for Axe to have. It gives him a nice amount of armor, and also gives him ability. Like if someone wants to focus on him, he can just activate that Blade Mail. They'll pretty much kill themselves. Riki did decide to build that Sanji Yasha. I do question that because Sanji, I mean he doesn't necessarily have the attack speed before. I mean yeah, the Sanj does give him nice durability in the fights, and the greater maim is a really nice thing for him to have. But I would prefer to see more damage on top of him. Right now he's only hitting for 140 or 114 plus 12, so was at 126, which is not all that much for a carry, that is. Riki will be find himself a Gyrocopter going down pretty darn fast, and Riki will be finding himself a Tinker as well. Will Tinker be going out? I don't really know. Blink Strike might be able to solve all his problems. It's a Blink Strike. There's no cloud to drop him on the backside. Roshan does go down to the Troll Warloard. I was not paying attention at all. He does have a Chrysalis, dear Jesus. He's looking to kill any and everybody. So Riki was able to Operation Scout the people out and kill him. But Riki was successful. You know, one of these days I'll build a Shadow Blade on Riki. There's an ulti from Treant. He's able to catch 2 stars, but here's a Lycan coming from the middle. No, Lycan doing quite a bit of damage, but he's taking quite a bit of damage as well. Viper is able to get the kill. No, Viper's able to get the kill on top of Treant. Treant just dropped like a tree. Yeah, sure, that was creative, right? Mr. with the beautiful swap with Viper. Viper is now caught out of guard. He's going to be running away the other way. Lycan did throw out the Howl to give him a little bit of extra damage, but no, he was not enough. Lycan, it looks like he's trying to build himself either a Desolator or he's trying to build himself a BKB. Probably BKB. If he's trying to build himself a BKB, he probably built that Ogre Club first. So it could be either one. He could be building himself a Maelstrom for all I really know. I'm not too sure what he's building on. He still has 1 extra ring of protection. That is a result of him having Tremble Boost so early on. And these guys, oh my gosh, this guy's doing crazy amounts of damage to this tower. That tower dropped pretty darn fast. They might be able to do it again to another tower if they win another T-fight. So they're in a pretty commanding position. And speaking of which, I have graphs, so I should look at those, right? As far as the gold graph goes, the gold graph is way more than just a few towers. Actually, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, okay, never mind. The gold graph is pretty much towers plus... Okay, yeah, that's like towers plus Roshan plus deaths. So Roshan counts as like 1 tower. Actually, no, you can't really count towers anymore because the Dire have lost 2 towers. So the net gain, or sorry, the net lead in towers for the Dire is 5 minus 2, so that's 3 towers. So all this is pretty much kill gold. As you can see right here, the Dire got all these kills right here. That pretty much took the gold graph and just shot it straight down. And then they got a few towers as well, so the gold graph definitely shot down even more for that. So that's really good for the Dire, but that's not too good for the Radiant, as you guys obviously probably already know. I mean, Captain Obvious here, right? Especially considering the fact that Lycan does have Vladimir's often, but he did decide not to go for that. He didn't actually go for Roshan so soon or quickly. So we see the engagement breaking out. We see Troll activate the ulti. Troll doesn't care if he goes down. He has himself a Aegis, but Treant does care if he goes down. He's taking quite a bit. He gets hit with the ulti from Axe. These guys will be able to run away with that. Meanwhile, Troll is going to see if he can try to kill somebody, but no, he will pretty much be going down once again. There's a Tinker who popped the dust at a random time. It caught the Vengeful Spirit, so Vengeful Spirit went down a little bit earlier than she would expect it to. Treant tried to come in and save her life, but it wasn't fast enough. And yeah, these guys pretty much died. Meanwhile, the bottom tower is getting killed by Riki, or is getting attacked by Riki. Riki still doesn't have anything too big just yet. He has he's trying to build himself what looks to be a butterfly. I don't know. I really don't know how I feel about that. Riki's going to do as much damage as possible with Lycan. Lycan will pretty much be able to run away in about 20. No, Lycan will not be able to run away. He'll be going down. That's what I thought he had his ulti up, but he did not have his ulti up. Tinker was around the backside to try to help him out, but it wasn't enough. All Tinker could do is... Actually, no, Tinker could do quite a bit. Tinker could just jump up and zap him. So, yeah, Tinker could have saved Lycan's life. Maybe he would reacted a teeny bit better, or a teeny bit faster. Yeah, Ogre Club coming up on Axe. Axe looks like he's trying to build himself either Heaven's Halberd or BKB. He could build either one of those items. By the looks of things, probably a Heaven's Halberd just to slow Troll Warloard from doing as much damage. Troll Warloard is getting closer and closer to that Daedalus, so he's trying to look for that glass cannon. Actually, no, he has a Daedalus, Jesus. So he's looking for that glass cannon build, but he just does a whole crap ton of damage and doesn't really care if he survives or not. He does have that Helmet of Dominator, so that gives him some nice regen whenever he's attacking, yes, but it's not nearly enough to keep him alive when everybody's attacking you, especially considering the fact that he's opting to build damage and not agility. That's one thing to consider. If you're playing a carry and you build a whole bunch of agility, you are, as a result, getting a whole bunch of armor as well. If you're a carry and you're building a whole bunch of damage items, you're not getting that armor. You have to find yourself another source of armor, and so far his only source of armor is that Helmet of Dominator, so he only has 10 plus 8 plus, or sorry, what was that, 5? Oh no, he's getting armor from somewhere else. Okay, he has his base armor. He has the armor that he has from his natural agility game. So that's about 10. Okay, that makes sense. So 10 right here. He's getting an additional 3 from somewhere else. Not too sure where that additional 3 is coming from. Maybe it's coming from his base stats. I don't really know. Speaking of which, I did try to calculate base stats before with agility. As far as agility goes, agility confuses me because it's like if you try to calculate the hero's armor, like say Nagasawa, and she was the one I was trying to calculate armor for, and I was taking her base agility and trying to figure out the numbers for all of that. And long story short, I was off by like 2.33 or something like that armor, and I'm not too sure what the base armor of every hero is, but maybe they'll change those numbers. I don't really know, but you guys don't care about that in this particular video. But I will be running the technically Dota series sooner or later. I keep talking about it. I know I keep talking about it. I will do it eventually, guys. Just stay tuned. Stay tuned. You guys will see that eventually. You guys will be happy about that. Anyway, Troll is going to be able to bash his tower to death. There's a homing missile coming from Gyrocopter that was not nearly fast enough. Troll took the stun. He's going to walk away. Meanwhile, Riki's going to find himself a Gyrocopter. There's an ulti. There's a dust pop from the Gyrocopter as well. Treant comes with a beautiful entangle on top of everybody. And Axe has that blade mode activated, so everybody's taking quite a bit of damage. Puck goes out, a beautiful drink going on the backside. Meanwhile, Gyrocopter's ulti does get the kill on top of Troll Warloard from the slow draw. That's actually pretty funny because the first missile doesn't do all that much damage. Anyway, Treant is getting chased by these guys. Treant is not visible. Yes, he is still visible. Somebody has a gem. There's a gem up on Tinker. Tinker's pretty happy about that item choice. I hope he doesn't go down though, because if he goes down, he might lose a gem. Meanwhile, the top lane is pushing in favor of the Radiant, so the Dire have to respond to us relatively soon. We have a Troll Warloard coming out. He wants to farm up. He wants to make sure he gets his farm up so he can actually build something to survive. His next item is probably looking to be maybe a heart, maybe a butterfly. I would probably recommend a butterfly mainly because he can potentially pick up that Talisman of Evasion first, since he has all the damage that he wants. Get that 25% evasion, and then he'll be able to at least, you know, dodge 25 or dodge 1 out of every 4 attacks that come at him, and hopefully one out of 4 of those attacks are pretty big damage attacks. But nonetheless, it increases his survivability. That's basically it. So let me go and take a look at all the items around the map. We see Viper. Jesus, Viper has himself a Mantis style. Wasn't all that fast, but it's still a Mantis style of Viper, which is actually really annoying to deal with. So Viper with the Mantis style, because his illusions get the corrosive skin as well, which is really annoying. Because that means even if you attack the illusions, you're going to get slowed, your attack speed slowed, and your movement speed slowed. It's so frustrating to deal with. Moving on to Axe. Axe hasn't really changed anything since he built that Blade Mail and that Ogre Club. What does Tinker have? Tinker has a gym. He has a ghost scepter, so he can actually survive the auto attacks from Troll Warlord. Very, very nice pickup. If you guys are facing a carry like a Faceless Void or a Troll Warlord or some carry who's decided to build a bat. Wait, hold on. We see engagement happen on top of here. Who's this? This is Riki trying to go for a quick kill on top of Viper. Viper's just Shadow Bladed away because you can activate items while you're silenced. So Riki's now a sad panda. Actually, no, what is Riki? Riki's like a manticorn. Riki's a sad manticorn. Look at him. He has horns, but he's not a rat. Sorry, he has a tail, but he's not a rat. He has horns, but he's not a goat, so he's a manticorn. Or maybe he is a goat. Yes, Riki's a goat. Holy crap, guys, Riki's a goat. Alright, so Riki's a goat. So Riki's a sad, sad goat. It's actually pretty funny. Riki's a goat. Look at him. That makes Riki look look significantly less threatening when you think of him as a goat. He's just an invisible goat. That's all he is. Anyway, let me stop getting distracted. He did build a butterfly. He did build an eagle song, so he's building a butterfly. I personally would recommend going for that diffusal blade because it makes you much more useful to your team and it also increases your killing potential as opposed to going straight for a butterfly. If you go straight, well, he didn't go straight for a butterfly per se, but it is relatively the same concept because he did build Sansa Yasha, and that's pretty much the only in-between item he has between his basic items and that next bigger upper level item. Diffusal blade is so good on Riki, especially when you're going against a Viper, a Tinker, a Gyrocopter. Not necessarily Lycan, but when you're going against those guys, it's really good. BKB activated by Lycan. These guys will be fighting this Gyrocopter ulti catching everybody. Who's this? Riki does pretty much go down. Wait, I think that's Riki. Now it's Puck. I'm not too sure who it was. Axe does go down or on the backside, and he has the blade mine activated. Viper's able to get the kill on top of Troll, but he will be losing his life to Riki. And the Dire pretty much mop up that fight. I thought the Radiant would win that fight, to be honest. Maybe the Gyrocopter ulti. Maybe I did overestimate it, but that was popped by somebody on the Radiant side, so they were able to catch the Viper whenever he was trying to run away. It was popped by the Vengeful Spirit, that was. And the Bloodstone is up on Puck, so Puck is pretty happy with that. She did build two. What's it called? I know the name of it. It's an item that you buy from a store. Energy booster. She did buy 2 energy boosters, one for the Bloodstone and one for her boots. And there's a Lycan wolf scouting out everything around the backside, trying to see who's over here, who's over where. He's just scouting. Good wolf. Good job, wolf.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And Treant heals himself. Meanwhile, pretty much all the Dire's creep waves are pushing in towards the Radiant's base, so the Radiant are in a little bit of a sticky situation, especially considering the fact that Tinker needs to get a little bit further ahead and throw out a few marching machines, but he can't really do that, especially with the Vengeful Spirit. Vengeful Spirit throws out the swap on top of Axe, and he throws out the stun as well. Probably not the ideal person to stun or to do all that on Axe. Or sorry, Lycan could have just ran right through it. He doesn't really care if he gets silenced. He's not really casting spells. He's well auto attacks. But no, it doesn't really matter. Riki's raining on the backside. Riki's getting healed up on the back, healed up by the Treant's living armor, and that's pretty much all that really happened. So the Dire do back away. The Dire did overstay the welcome just a little bit, but they were able to survive. So that's all that really matters. Taking a look at the XP graph. As I always say about XP graph, this graph is relatively irrelevant because the longer and longer the game goes on, the closer and closer it'll convert to 0. But it's still a good indicator of where everybody is at the current point in time. As you can see, the Dire have a little bit of advantage. They're just coming off of a huge advantage that they had in levels, as far as levels go, as far as skill points go, and everything. So looks like that graph will be dipping right back down soon because Troll is going to play drums on the head of Roshan, and boom, that thing is going down pretty darn fast. Roshan goes down, Troll are able to pick up ages, so he'll be able to dominate stuff in the next team fight, assuming he does not get caught out. Because even in this game, if you do get caught out in a team fight, even if you're like Scott miles ahead, if you do get caught in a team fight, you're still pretty much going to die. Riki's butterfly is up, so that's pretty huge item for him to have. He's pretty happy about that. And that's, let's see, what else is special? Gyrocopter trying to build himself an Aghanim Scepter so he can have that global presence on his ulti. I do not think that will be all that helpful in this situation, but he wants to have his Aghanim Scepter, so he's building an Aghanim Scepter. It will give him some nice stats as far as strength goes, as far as intelligence goes, but it's really, really late, if you ask me. Especially considering the fact that he's not necessarily rushing to it, and there's truly no other big item that he has right now. I think he's really been suffering as far as kills and deaths goes. Speaking of which, let me go ahead and look at the kills, deaths, and assists, so you guys can know that. As far as kills, deaths, and assists go, we see Lycan has 0 kills. Aw, sad. Sad Lycan. Lycan's a sad wolf. Or Lycan's a sad Lycanthrope, which is a wolf apparently, or a person that turns into a wolf, I think. I don't know. I don't know my lore from all the mythical creatures and whatnot. But anyway, Lycan has 0 kills. It's not good at all. You want Lycan to have a few kills. He does have 10 assists, which is nice. It means he's been involved in team fights. But he probably would prefer to have more. Speaking of more, if we take a look at Riki, we see that Riki has 10 kills and 6 deaths and 5 assists. I honestly think Riki would have maybe at least 15 kills, 6 deaths, and 5 assists by now if he would have a Diffusal Blade. Diffusal Blade definitely much more helpful than a Butterfly. A Butterfly gives him, yes, more damage, but a Diffusal Blade gives him ability to destroy you. Basically, the Purge on Diffusal Blade is so good that it's not even funny. It's like if all Riki's... Okay. It really depends on the situation, but in general, all Riki should rush for a Diffusal Blade because 1, it gives you that mana burn, which is useful versus spellcasters, and it also gives you it also gives you that active purge, which slows down somebody whenever you use it on top of them. Vengeful Spirit, once again, swapping the axe, probably not the ideal person to swap, and Riki's gonna do as much damage as possible to axe. If axe activates his Call of the Wild, or Battle Call, Berserker's Call, he will be able to get the, he will not be taking as much damage, but it doesn't matter. In the course of me getting all tongue-tied and whatnot, you see Riki go down. There was a gem on top of Tinker, so Tinker was just spotting him for them, or spotting for the Lycan to get the kill. Trollwaller activates the ult. He's trying to see if he can catch anybody out, but I don't think he'd be able to catch anybody out. Meanwhile, Viper's illusions are waiting around the corner. There's a Treant throwing out the heal on top of the illusion. Illusion just poops away, and Viper Shadow Blades away while he can. So far, the Radiant are pretty much looking to win this fight, mainly because they had defender's advantage. And to put on top of that, the Dire are down 1 man. They're down on Riki. Despite Riki not having Diffusal Blade, he's still useful for his team as far as damage damage output goes. Vengeful Spirit really helping out with that Vengeance Aura as well. And actually, that'll be a really nice thing to look at. Continue on looking at the kills as assists. We see that Viper is leading against that Troll Warloard, so he is becoming the carry for his team. But the person who's very close behind that Troll Warloard is that Riki. He's pretty much almost identical to him, give or take 2 kills and a few assists. So those two are fighting for that carry role. Moving over to the Radiant side, Lycan is way down at the bottom. Lycan is the comparable one to the Riki. You probably would prefer to have the Lycan and the Viper kind of close together to where the Troll Warloard and Riki are, and Lycan's way at the bottom as far as that goes. But kills as assists, that's neither here nor there, because Anti-Mage can farm for 50 minutes, have 0 kills, 0 deaths, and 0 assists, and then come out of the jungle and destroy everything. So let me go ahead and take a look at the net worth on all the heroes, so you guys can see this for yourself. Troll Warloard is worth the most on the map. Go figure, big deal. He's pretty much been farming non-stop. He has like, I think I saw like 150 last hits or something like that. 187, I'm sorry. 187 last hits on top of him, so he's been farming pretty much almost any and everywhere. I think he's farming right now. Nope, he's not farming right now. Yes, he is farming right now. See, he's farming the Ancients. Boom, look at that. He's farming like a madman. He's farming any and everything. Meanwhile, Riki is right behind him. Well, not necessarily right behind him, but Riki is behind him. Riki and Viper are fighting for that number 2 spot. Viper is a little bit behind it. He's pretty much the only representative for the Radiant side in that top 5. So the Radiant really want him to stay alive. The Radiant really want him to do all the damage. Meanwhile, Lycan, who's pretty much the second go-to person on the side of the Radiant, he's pretty much been struggling ever since he built that Vladimir's offer, and that's pretty much all he really had. And it's actually a shame that he built that Vladimir's offer. He did not go for Roshan, because typically when you see a Lycan build Vlad's first, they want to go straight for Roshan, and they need to go straight for Roshan in order to be effective. Because Vladimir's first is not necessarily the best choice of all, because it gives you very crappy damage for what it costs. It gives you very crappy regen for what it costs. It gives you very crappy everything for what it costs. It's pretty expensive for the stats that it gives you. So if you're going to be going for that Vladimir's offer, you need to make the best, or you need to make the most of it. Meanwhile, Troll Warloard is going around the corner. Troll Warloard is going to do as much damage as possible to the Gyrocopter. The slow from Viper able to save Gyrocopter's life, but it's not able to save Tinker's life. Meanwhile, here's Lycan coming around the backside. Axe activates that Blade Mail. Troll Warloard is going to do as much damage as possible to everybody. Lycan will be going down. BKB or not, he still goes down. Meanwhile, Gyrocopter is still alive. He's trying to run, Gyrocopter, run. Viper might die. Yes, Viper will die. His Mantis Style's on cooldown, and his Blade Mail's on cooldown as well. And now Gyrocopter's the only survivor of that entire engagement. Meanwhile, Riki's trying to see if he can change, see if he can do anything to change that, but he will not be able to catch that fast enough. Gyrocopter getting closer and closer to that Aghanim Scepter, but like I said, it's probably not the most ideal choice for him to have, especially at this point in time, considering the fact that he doesn't really have any items really to do any damage. As far as Gyrocopters go, that you typically see Gyrocopters build Mantis Styles, you see them build Yashas, you see them build something before they start building other things like Aghanim Scepter. Actually, you pretty much don't see them build Aghanim Scepter at all when they're building a carry style. But this could have very well been a support Gyrocopter. I'm not too sure. But judging by the build, I mean, you can't really tell. He has been struggling a little bit. He has 9 deaths, 6 assists. He does have 14 assists, 9 deaths, 6 kills. That's what I meant to say. And his net worth is really low, down there with Axe. Axe has been struggling as well. Axe is pretty much been dying. He did decide to build himself a sign, so he's trying to build himself a Heaven's Halberd. But it looks of it, but it's not. It's way too late for him to build a Heaven's Halberd to stop that Troll Roller. Because Troll Roller not only has a BKB, but he pretty much has his team. His team is relatively fed, so they can pretty much do a whole bunch of damage. Vengeful doing a crap ton of damage to that Tinker. Tinker will be going down to one more auto attack. There we go. Riki's able to pick that up. Leave a Lycan activates the ulti Dream Caller from Puck activated on top of Lycan. There's a swap from Vengeful thrown on top of Axe, so Axe gets stunned up instantly. Now Lycan's just running in circles. There's nothing he can really do. He's gonna go ahead and hide inside his base. Let the Dire take what they want. They're gonna go ahead and start pillaging this tower, or maybe not. And there's a Lincoln Sphere, very late Lincoln Sphere on top of the Puck, but it doesn't really matter. These guys are doing well. Puck needs one more piece. She needs a Perseverance before she can finish that up. Yeah, Troll Roller is just destroying these towers, man. This guy is just all over the place, destroying everything. Treant has a Shiva's Guard. It's a really big item for him to have because basically he can just blink and slow down everybody and throw out the ulti in that order and pretty much kill any and everything by himself. Well, maybe not by himself, but help his team kill everything. I would see there we go. There's a Treant TPing in. He throws out the ulti and he throws out Shiva's Guard pretty late, but it doesn't matter. It comes soon enough. Garrick has still not enough gold to build that last piece, build that point booster so he can have his Aghanim Scepter, so he's really behind on that. Swap out from Vengeful Spirit on top of Axe. Axe will be going down. Vengeful Spirit taking quite a bit of damage when she pops back into the sea is fine. And she does have herself an Aghanim Scepter, so she'll be able to swap every, 6 seconds? 10 seconds. And the killing spree goes to somebody. Mega kill for the Troll Roller. He decided to jump into the base so he can kill everything. So he decides to buyback coming from Riki. Riki doesn't want to stay dead, especially not while the Ancient's going on. Ancient's going out pretty darn fast. Troll Roller attacking at pretty much max attack speed. As you can see, he is attacking at what is this? What's attack speed? Oh no, never mind. He changed targets. I don't really know. Oh, his ulti ran out. But anyway, yes, that was a view replay cast. This gas was sent in by the Puck on the Dire side. So big shout out to. Oh god, okay, man, that was like the most awkward transition ever, I know, right? Big shout out to, god, I scratched my head and it hurt. That hurt. Anyway, big shout out to the Quarter Blood Prince. Thank you for sending this view replay cast. Sorry it took me so long to get to it, but I did get to it and it wasn't expired, so I'm pretty happy about that. And you guys will see this video soon with the new intro, so let me know what you guys think about all that. As far as the item builds go, Axe, you had your healing styles. That's all I really want to comment on. You had actually, no, I want to comment on Riki as well. Actually, had healing styles at a very late point in the game, like at about the 15-minute, 20-minute point. You don't really need healing styles, especially not 2, maybe 1. You can argue, yeah, 1 healing salve just in case you get caught on the gank and you survive. You can pop the healing salve and survive even more. But having 2 or 3 or more than just 1 healing salve after 20 minutes of the game, that's really not a good thing to do. What that tells me is that you want more regen. That tells me that you want to build yourself a Hood of Defiance. So go ahead and build a Hood of Defiance. Hood of Defiance is a really nice item. It requires you to build 2 Ring of Regens, a Ring of Health, and a Cloak, and it gives you some nice magic resistance versus the Puck. Question mark. But it gives you something more than just healing cells. Healing cells are expensive because over time they add up to way more than what you think they would. One day I'm going to run the numbers on that. I'll run that in technically Dota series whenever that comes up. So that means you'll never ever see that happen in the near future. Lols. But anyway, all that aside, definitely go ahead and build yourself some form of regen. And you had Tranquil Boots as well, so it was really confusing to me why you had so many healing cells. You had 2 healing cells, is not a lot, but still, that's 200 gold that you're not spending towards your blade mail. It's 200 gold you're not spending towards your Sanji Yasha. And you also had 2 clarity potions. I definitely disagree with that as well, especially since you're building blade mail. You build that robe of the Magi. That's really all you need. Build yourself an Urn of Shadows if you really want some regen. Urn of Shadows is a really nice item on you. Anyway, moving on to Riki. Riki as well, I think I saw you had 9 tangos at one point. This might have been my previous cast where I was trying to cast this all in the air, but it got DC'd in the middle of it, so I had to restart everything. But you had a whole bunch of tangos. Go ahead and build yourself some regen. I would not recommend building straight for that butterfly. Taking a look at your item build, your final item build, as far as your final item build goes, it looks pretty standard. It looks pretty normal. It's like, oh yeah, sure, it's Riki. He builds those items if he's not building Diffusal Blade, sure. But the only problem I have with it is as far as your item build goes, you decide to build that Sanji Yasha, which is like a decent middle-ish item, and then you went straight for a butterfly. So you have Power Trade, Sanji Yasha, and then you have Butterfly, and you weren't really doing anything. So you weren't really getting anything as far as regen goes, as far as true damage goes. taking a look at your build now, I see that you built a Vladimir's Offering. Maybe if you would have built your Vladimir's Offering before you started building your Butterfly, you might have been able to find yourself, hey, I don't really need to build a whole bunch or have a whole bunch of tangles on my persons, or hey, I might be able to help my team with these engagements, or hey, I might be able to help push or something. Hey, I might be a little bit more useful than trying to build straight for a Butterfly, because a Butterfly is a big investment. It is a really nice item for you to have because you're an agi carry. So I mean, yeah, sure, it gives you a lot of damage, especially with your Blink Strike or Backstab and Blink Strike. But all that aside, definitely build your Vladimir's Offering before Sanjin Yasha, or build Power Tread, Sanjin Yasha, Vladimir's Offering. I mean, like, to be honest, it's a really weird build, but I mean, it's much better than going straight from Power Tread, Sanjin Yasha, and into Butterfly, because that's like a huge period of time where you're inactive. And actually, to put that into perspective, Vladimir's Offering costs 2,050 gold, which is still a bit of gold. But all that aside, the Eagle Song for the Butterfly costs 3,200 gold, which is, or maybe it's 3,300. I don't really remember. 3,000 something gold. Long story short, instead of building that Eagle Song for just 25 extra damage and 25 extra attack speed, you could have built Vladimir's Offering, which would have gave you, yes, very crappy regen, very crappy lifesteal. Well, not crappy lifesteal, but some form of lifesteal and some pretty crappy everything else. It still would have been an item to help you have some sustainability while you're out in the field, instead of having to run around and hide for as long as you had to. But anyway, that's pretty much all I really had to say about that. Chris is nice, yeah, sure, nice damage item, but definitely build a Diffusal Blade if you're playing Riki, because Diffusal Blade is so good on Riki, because he can just show up from nowhere, throw out his cloud, and then keep you inside of his cloud, and then destroy you, and then drain your mana while you're trying to run away. So once you get out of the cloud, then you pretty much have no mana to do anything anyway, so you're dead anyway. So anyway, that was pretty much all I really had to say about that. Warloard, pretty nice plays. He's just destroying everything. As far as Lycan goes, pretty nice play. Oh, okay, decent plays as well. You rushed Vladimir's Offering. Go ahead and go for Roshan if you're going to rush Vladimir's Offering. But you tried. I'll give you credit for that. You tried. And yeah, that's pretty much all I really had to say. So like I said, my name is Cool Blue. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys whenever.